game, and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Clemson Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Death Valley, the tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. So Texas Tech's headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. Their offseason, just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense and defense. And in this first game, you know they've got to be excited.
Yeah, and they're probably nervous too, right? Like first big-time stage, big-time moment. A lot of young talent. Let's see how they start their career off.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on third down. Out wide right, it's Davidson. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
I like that play call there. Third and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Takes the handoff. It's Davidson. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
After the holding penalty, the offense will try to hang on with a 1st and 20. Snapped it in the shotgun. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. After the incompletion, looking at second down. Snap in the shotgun. Stepping to the right. Finds his big tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
Turns into the pile. Now well within striking distance. This that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, gonna throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Wesco. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Setting up the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And, man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Finds a crease. It's Davidson. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Look out! Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets up to the 15-yard line as they're working their way away from their own end zone.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Still backed up pretty deep. It's 2nd and 5 from the 15. Brought down at the 20. It's a first down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
Makes the grab. It's Hudson. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it upfield. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. This crowd going to be a long day. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. The run inside. It's Ncaa27. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Offense gets set for second down. Out wide left, it's Gentry. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt. You throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the right. Got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Coleman Williams. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Motion from the wide receiver. The play fake. Right side, it's Johnson. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. Caught on the left side by Wesco. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Burrowing for yardage. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Tight end now in motion.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Sellers. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Second and long here. Takes the handoff. It's Davidson. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Rides to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Motion from the wideout. Out of the shotgun on third down. Makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Tiger!
Nice Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Left side, it's Gentry. Down he goes.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Drops back on first down. Under pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Touchdown, Tigers. Took it all the way back to the house.
If you're laser focused on defense and you're dialed into the quarterback and you break it on the football when he throws, you get a lot of tips, you get a lot of deflections, and then it just happens to bounce to your guy, and your guy does the rest. Takes it all the way back to the house. Big play by this defense.
And the extra point is good. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Direct snap. It's Williams. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with Toledo, taking on the number 16 team, the Kentucky Wildcats. And it's the Rockets sneaking out of here with an upset victory, and have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain, so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
He'll pull it down. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. The Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Hauls it in at the 25. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards. How about the O? Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Quickly complete. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Looking for a crease. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Davidson. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Trying to slip through and pick it up. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
The handoff to Johnson. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Second down to the air. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed on the right side, that's Wesco. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Clemson jumps to the line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He wants it all. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Straight ahead, it's Danzy. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Dropping back, it's Hammond. Throws to the back. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ncaa if they can stop him on third down. Rush is on, and he never had a chance.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There's been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that side.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Cuts it upfield. It's Davidson. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Second down, gonna throw it. Rush right in his face. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Oh, it is on the offensive line to shore up the protection after the sack on the last play. Third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. There he goes. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense, because you're trailing in this game. You've got to find a way to get off the field on third down, but you can't stop the quarterback scramble. He's just been making plays in this game in critical moments, none bigger than that one right there with the lead late in the game.
They'll run it on the counter. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Fresh set of downs going up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Long way to go on second down. Quarterback changing the play. Makes the grab in their space. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. In the red area, it's Davidson. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
Game one, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
There he goes to the left. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Clemson. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Off play action on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Dumps it to the back. Out wide left, it's Coleman Williams. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. Fresh center downs going to the air. Going for the big play. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Once he got some room, it was over. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
2nd and long here. Sends it back in motion. He's changing the play. Second down, gonna throw it. Out wide right, it's Johnson. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And then the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Move! Wants to throw one first. Release to the back. That's caught. It's Johnson. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Right down the middle. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Yeah, and I don't consider that really a drop. That's a contested catch he could have made, but nice defense. His body right there on the wide receiver so he could feel it. Receiver, it hit his hands. He could have pulled it in and made the catch, but that was really nice coverage on that play.
Making the adjustment. Second and 10, he'll throw again. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They were on the move. The 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Hand off from the shotgun. Runs through a tackle. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat. period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.